Good? Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Public Council meeting for the Township of Cedar Grove of January 5th, 2023. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Mika.
Here.
Councilwoman Scavenge.
Here.
Councilman Tanella.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Peterson. Absent. Mayor Masseri.
Here. Please stand for the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 2 on the agenda, extraordinary business. 2A, certification of municipal election. Madam Clerk?
Thank you, Mayor. At the last meeting, I stated that the county would have had certified the election results, and they are as follows. I'm going to certify them at this moment. I, Dale A. Ford, Township Clerk of the Township of Cedar Grove, County of Essex, New Jersey, do hereby certify that the following is a true and correct canvass of the voters of the Township of Cedar Grove at the municipal election held on Tuesday, May 9, 2023. I certify that the number of votes opposite the names of the candidates is the correct number of votes received by said candidate from the legally qualified voters of the Township of Cedar Grove in said municipal election. For 2 council member at-large seats for a full 4-year term expiring July 1st, 2027, we have Joseph Masseri with 475 votes and John Zazali with 475 votes. And for 1 council member at-large seat for an unexpired term expiring July 1st, 2025, we have Michelle Miga with 485 votes. The total number of registered voters for the municipal election, 11,365. Total number voted in this election, 535. Total number needed by top vote getter, 50% plus 1 of total votes cast, 269. Total number received by the top vote getter for a full term, 475. That was both Joseph Masseri as well as John Zazali. Total number received by top vote getter for the unexpired term, that was 485, Michelle Miga. Therefore, the elected council member at large for a 4-year term for the Township of Cedar Grove are as follows. Again, Joseph Masseri and John Zazali. And the elected council member at large for the unexpired term for the Township of Cedar Grove is as follows, Michelle Miga. Councilwoman Miga, who was elected to fill the unexpired term ending July 1st, 2025, was administered the oath of office on May 24th by Township Manager Zazali. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Item 2B, proclamation presented to Eagle Scout Robin Ulrich.
Should I go down?
Yes, please.
I'm going to move this way so that I'm not, okay, can everybody hear me? There we go. Okay, so I just wanted to start out by welcoming you all, and Robin, it's so nice to see you. I've known Robin since she was little enough to be on her dad's shoulders outside South End, picking up Peter from kindergarten back in the day, so it is my great honor to present this proclamation to you today. Whereas the Boy Scouts of America was founded on February 8th, 1910, the Boy Scouts of America provides the nation's foremost youth program of character development and values-based leadership training, which helps young people be prepared for life. The Scouting organization is comprised of approximately 2.2 million youth members between the ages of 5 and 21 in local councils throughout the United States. Whereas Robin Ulrich, a senior at Cedar Grove High School, has been invited in the Scouting organization, has been involved in the Scouting organization since the age of 5 when her brother joined the Boy Scouts. She was the proud member of a local Girl Scout troop until disbanded in 2019. Shortly after the troop's disbandment, the Boy Scouts of America allowed female membership. Robin enthusiastically joined and has been a dedicated member for the past 5 years. And whereas during her first sleepaway camp at, you're going to have to help me with this one. Thank you. Occonequin Scout Reservation in Pennsylvania, with a Trenton troop, where Robin Ulrich learned basic scout skills like knot tying, fire starting, and sharp tool use. With her current troop, Troop 19, based out of Short Hills, she was taught by West Point cadets how to use an orienteering compass in November 2019. Troop 19 participated in their first Klondike Derby and won 3rd place overall in the winter-based scouting competition. And whereas Robin Ulrich steadily rose through the ranks by attending a week-long leadership trainings and experiences. First, she became an ordeal, first level, member of the Order of the Arrow, which is the Scouting's National Honor Society. She then ranked up to the 2nd level as Brotherhood in the OA. And whereas Scouts need to accumulate at least 21 merit badges before earning the Eagle Scout rank. Of those 21 badges, 14 must come from a list of Eagle-required merit badges from citizenship of the community to citizenship of the world. Robin has earned 24 merit badges, including all of the required merit badges for Eagle rank. And whereas Robin Ulrich has successfully completed all of the rank requirements for Eagle, her Eagle Project and Eagle Board of Review. For Robin's Eagle Project, she taught an Introduction to Robotics STEM class at the Valley Settlement House in West Orange. She officially became an Eagle Scout on May 19th, 2023. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed that today, June 5th, 2023, the Township Council of the Township of Cedar Grove congratulates Trailblazer Robin Ulrich, who has brought honor and prestige to the township as the first female Eagle Scout from the Township of Cedar Grove. Come on up, Robin. I just have one more line. Be it further proclaimed that the Township Council also extends best wishes to her as she pursues a mechanical engineering degree with a minor in biomedical engineering from the New Jersey Institute of Technology, NJIT. Congratulations, Robin.
Thank you, Mrs. Scavage.
Do you want to come up and take a picture? Do you want to hold your proclamation? Wherever you want us to go here.
Go ahead and stand over here, it might be better with the background. Just over here.
You tell us.
I'm
And-
the
and then
Scoutmaster and photographer, we got
and you
everyone
should-
else
you
behind.
should be in it.
American flag, here we go. Here you go, this one's better. Stand over there a little bit more. Let's see.
Go stand next to her.
Yeah, here we go. Got it? No, go. Nice.
Quick family.
Yep, I got it. Get in?
Yeah, so.
All right. I guess so. All right, here we go. All right, 1, 2, and 3, beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'd be good, nice.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I just shut your phone off. I'm sorry, I shut your phone off. Oops. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Stay right there. Oh, no, we get out of the way. Or I'll come over.
Join it, join it.
This way, 1, 2, 3. And another one, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Take care. Good luck. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your senior year. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ron. Thank you. Congratulations. It's always an exciting time when the council's able to do something like that, especially for our extraordinary young person in the community. I was so excited that I skipped over reading the adequate public meeting statement, so let me do that now. Adequate notice of this meeting was duly provided to Verona Cedar Grove Times and Star Ledger by email and published in the annual schedule of meetings, December 22, 2022, filed with the Township Clerk, posted to the Public Bulletin Board and Municipal Building Lobby in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Should have it memorized by now. And then moving along. 3A, approval of minutes. To consider approval of minutes of regular meeting, May 1, 2023. Is there a motion?
So moved, Mayor.
Second, Mayor.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilwoman Miga,
Abstain.
Councilwoman Scavage,
Yes.
Councilman Tinella.
Yes.
Mayor Misery.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item 4. To consider adoption of pending ordinance 23-912, an ordinance for adoption of the floodplain management regulations of the Township of Cedar Grove. This is a public hearing. So I'm going to open this item 4A only to the public. Anybody wishing to be heard can come up and speak on this item. Seeing none, I'll close that portion of the meeting. Is there a motion?
So moved. Oh,
Gotta read it.
sorry, yep. I move for the adoption of pending ordinance number 23-912 to be published in the Verona Cedar Grove Times as a passed ordinance to take effect as prescribed by law.
Is there a second?
Second, Mayor.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilwoman Miga? Abstain. Councilwoman Scabbage?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery?
Yes.
Thank you.
Item 4B, to consider adoption of pending ordinance 23913, an ordinance amending Chapter 162 Insurance by adding Article 2, Proof of Liability Insurance for Business and Rental Unit Owners. This item is also a public hearing item, so I'm going to open this item to the public. Anybody wishing to be heard could come up and speak on this item. Seeing none, we'll close that portion of the meeting. Is there a motion?
Mayor, I move for the adoption of pending ordinance number 23-913 to be published in the Verona Cedar Grove Times as a passed ordinance to take effect as prescribed by law.
Second, Mayor.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilwoman Miga?
Abstain.
Councilwoman Scabbage?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery?
Yes. Item 4C, to consider adoption of pending ordinance 23-914, salary ordinance of unrepresented employees. I'm going to open this to the public for anybody wishing to be heard on this item. Seeing none, we'll close that portion of the meeting. Is there a motion?
Mayor, I move for the adoption of pending ordinance number 23-914 to be published in the Verona Cedar Grove Times as a passed ordinance to take effect as prescribed by law.
Second, Mayor.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Councilwoman Miga?
Abstain.
Councilwoman Scabbage?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery?
Yes. Item 5, the meeting is now open to the residents of the township wishing to be heard on any item on the agenda. Seeing none, I'll close that portion of the meeting. Item 6, reports of township officials, starting with our township manager. Good evening, Mr. Zakelli.
Good evening, Mayor. So I have a few brief items to report on. First, I want to congratulate you, Councilman-elect Zali, and Councilwoman Miga. I did have the honor of swearing in Michelle Miga a few weeks ago, and I've seen her serve the community literally since I was in elementary school, and she's been a testament to what we stand for as Cedar Grove, and I know she's going to be a great addition to this council. And I get to sit next to her, too. Some projects I want to update the governing body on. Anderson Parkway has been completely repaved. That's over. We're actually in the process of considering 2 new NJDOT grants that I'll discuss under new business. The roof and cupola is also about 98% complete. They just need to tweak the clock a little bit in the weather vane. That came in under budget and ahead of time, which I'm happy with. The pickleball courts on Little Falls Road have been restriped. They're ready for play. We're in the process of getting some plans for the resurfacing of the basketball courts on Little Falls Road. I anticipate that RFP will be posted probably within the next 2 weeks, and we can go out for service after that. We have the money from the rescue plan. There are 6 plots left in the community garden. I know it's something that many community members have been taking interest in. There are 58 total plots and some with perennials in it, but the community really responded well to this, and a lot of great volunteers for everyone to come together. And if anyone else wants a plot, please email me. I will assign the remaining 6. That's all I have tonight, Mayor.
Thank you. 6B, Township Clerk.
Good
Any
evening,
report?
Mayor, members of council. I just wanted to report that tomorrow is the primary election. Poll location doors will be open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And that's all I have.
Now, Madam Clerk, is it the same locations as the May election?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Township Attorney, good evening.
I saved a lot of my car insurance. Just kidding. I have nothing to report publicly.
All right, thank you. Other reports, we will start to my left, Councilwoman Scabbage.
Hi, good evening, Mayor.
Good evening.
I just wanted to also welcome Mrs. Miga, Councilwoman Miga. Thrilled to be able to serve with you, and congratulations on your election. And Mayor Same to you. Always a pleasure to serve with you, and I look forward to the next few years with you up here on the council. Councilman Tinella, I know this is your last public meeting, so I just wanted to note that and say it's been an honor to serve with you, and I'm happy to have sat next to you for a couple months, so I'll take it. Better than nothing. And also, I know Robin and her family are gone, but what an amazing accomplishment for a young woman to be the first of anything, right? So to be the very first Eagle Scout, female Eagle Scout in Cedar Grove, that's really remarkable stuff. So thank you all for letting me present that to her tonight. That was a really special moment. And then just to piggyback on what Mr. Zakelli said about the community garden, that's something that I pushed for, and I'm also lucky enough to be one of the folks who got a bed there. And it's a really special place, and thanks to you all and Gary, who've really just put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into getting it ready for the public to really enjoy. And I've been there when I'm the only one there, and it's a place of great solitude and peace. And I've been there when it's been crowded and hopping with really excited residents who were thrilled to have a place to call their own. So thank you all for that. And please, I encourage the public, there are 6 spots left. It's a really cool place. Contact Mr. Zakelli if you're interested in having a spot in the community garden. And that's it for me tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman?
Thank you, Mayor. Just piggybacking off of what Councilwoman Scabbage said about the community garden, I know you pushed for that for a long time coming, and it's going to serve the community very well for a long period of time. So I'm glad we were able to finally get that done. And I just wanted to congratulate you, Mayor, on your re-election.
Thank you.
Want to welcome Councilwoman Miga. It's great to see you up here. We've known each other a long time, and it's as the manager said, you're going to serve the community well from this side of the aisle, and I'm looking forward to it. And I also want to congratulate Councilman-elect Zizali on his election. Sit
Thank
there.
you. Thank you. Councilwoman, welcome. Your
Thank
first
you.
report.
Thank you. I'm not going to speak quite as fluently as they did, but good evening to everyone here and watching at home. First, let me say thank you to everyone who voted for me to get into this role as a Cedar Grove Councilwoman. I thank you for your trust in me to serve the community of Cedar Grove. I would also like to thank my family and friends who were able to attend my swearing-in, as well as Mr. Zakelli, who I had the honor of swearing me in. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've already attended a few township events as a councilwoman. I attended many over my years. But thank you to our wonderful volunteers of the Cedar Grove Fire Department who put on an excellent junior firefighter day. Everyone seemed to have a good time, and there were plenty of happy children. Thank you to our Recreation Department, our Cedar Grove Police, and the DPW for the Memorial Day Parade, which several organizations and volunteers from Cedar Grove participated in. Of course, thank you to the residents who were there cheering them all on. This past weekend, we had our annual clean sweep. I forget what year it was. What did
32.
you say?
32nd.
32nd clean sweep. This was an event which, again, several organizations and volunteer groups participated in for the town. It was another successful event, and I thank all that were involved. I thank the community again for voting me into this role, and I look forward to working with the township mayor, the township council, and the township manager, the mayor and council, and serving everyone in Cedar Grove the best that I can do. Thank you very much. And Mr. Tinella, thank you. A real special thank you, Mr. Tinella. Pete and I go way back. And best of luck to you, Pete.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you, Councilwoman.
Thank you.
All right, my report, I could see that our supercharged councilwoman already hit a few of the items I wanted to talk about, but
Oh,
the
sorry.
clean, no,
That's what
that's good,
happened. You
that's
shouldn't hit
good.
me first.
That's what we want. But speaking on clean sweep, I wanted to take this opportunity, because usually we talk about the DPW when we have all these, snowstorms and, they clean our roads, and that's when we see it. But let me tell you, the town was already in great tip-top shape because of our DPW. By the time we got there, and, we did our job, but the town looks great, and we have to acknowledge the hard workers at the DPW. Thank you for coming in every day and taking care of our town and making it like it's your own home, because these workers really do. They really care about our town. So I wanted to acknowledge that today. I know we usually save the DPW talk for when we have the major snowstorms, but I think, when we were out this weekend, and checking out the, how clean it is, it just, I think they need some acknowledgement. I also wanted to congratulate Councilwoman Miga. I had the pleasure of campaigning with you. I know this was an uncontested election, and a lot of our residents were asking us why we're out knocking on doors, because it was uncontested. But honestly, it was a great experience. We got to talk to a lot of people over the course of several months, and we got to spend a lot of time together and talking about, you have some great ideas, and I'm sure you're going to implement all of them. So I'm looking forward to working with you on the council. Congratulations to Councilman-elect Zazali. Same for him. I think, again, spending the time walking door to door, speaking to residents, making sure that all the issues in town were addressed. I think he's going to do a great job, and I look forward to working with him.
I think we addressed some rain shortage we had at the time.
Yeah, it did rain quite a
every time
bit.
we went out.
It did rain quite a bit. All right, and that's all I have. Let's see. New business. Item 7A, to consider resolution concerning 2023 salaries of unrepresented municipal employees.
Mayor, I make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Councilman.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Can I have discussion, Mayor, briefly?
Yes, please.
This is a wage adjustment for employees who are not governed by collective bargaining agreements or contracts. We have two in the township for our police department under one CBA, and the DPW is under another contract. This is for the unrepresented municipal employees.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Scavenge?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery?
Yes. Item 7B, to consider resolution appointing Christopher Tafaro as the tax collector. Is
I'll
there-
make a motion.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Scavenge?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery?
Yes. Item 7C, to consider resolution appointing Phil and Jean Jaeger as the official historians of the Township of Cedar Grove.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second, Mayor.
Any discussion?
I think there's some discussion, Mayor.
Yes, there
I'll
is.
let you start.
Well,
I'll chime
you're
in.
gonna let me start? Okay. So this is another one of those, great events as mayor that we're able to do stuff like this, and as a council. Mr. and Mrs. Yeager have provided over 25 years of dedicated service to the township, to the residents, the students, visitors of Cedar Grove. And it's our honor to, we haven't passed the resolution yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a unanimous vote in favor. But passing this resolution and honoring them by making them our Cedar Grove historians. So I know Mr. Zakelli wanted to
I'm itching to say
chime
something
in.
as usual. No, this is something that, it's nice to take an official step to codify this. I had the great pleasure of serving as the liaison to the Historical Society when I was a councilman, and went to a lot of meetings, I went to a lot of presentations, and each one I left with more knowledge than I would have ever imagined Gene and Phil could present to the township. And I know that they both contribute a lot, and they have. Jean was a teacher for many years here, and she's still a teacher. So I look forward to seeing you at the farm and seeing you around the house still, but this is a little token of the town's gratitude.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Scavenge?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery?
Yes. Before we move on to 7D, I'm going to ask that Jean and Phil please come up, because we have a plaque memorialized. I said to Mr. Zakelli, I said, I hope they don't give me a hard time.
It's all right.
So this plaque memorializes what we just passed in the resolution, and I'll read it for everybody. Cedar Grove historians. The Township of Cedar Grove recognizes Phil and Jean Jaeger for providing over 25 years of dedicated service to the residents, students, and visitors of Cedar Grove. Phil and Jean have worked to preserve, protect, and present the history of Cedar Grove through their guided tours, programs, newsletters, and books. Their resounding impact is one that will be felt for decades. Cedar Grove hereby designates Phil and Jean Jaeger as official historians of the Township of Cedar Grove. Let's take a picture. Why don't we take a picture of the whole council, if that's okay? Joe, you got
Oh, you think you're a councilman, huh?
right in front?
Chicken cutlets are getting close. Just saying, just saying, just saying. The chicken cutlets are, meatballs are going close.
Yes, we're going wireless. Come on. Just be careful over here with these wires.
No, we'll catch you.
We'll catch you.
It's so funny, seeing everyone with their phones taking pictures.
Represent this way. It's been- learned a lot about Cedar Grove. Since I started teaching first grade about 50 years ago, second grade, and I had to teach Cedar Grove history, and I knew nothing. So now I do. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, these wires. All right. Moving on, 7D, to consider resolution concerning annual renewal of inactive ABC license for 2022-23. Let me just turn to that one, give me a second. We have two of these. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second, Mayor.
Roll call.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Councilwoman Scabbage,
Yes.
Councilman Tinella.
I'm going to abstain for a potential conflict.
Thank you. Mayor Masseri.
Yes. Item 7E, to consider resolution concerning annual renewal of active ABC license for 2022-23.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second, Mayor.
Thank you. Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Councilman Scabbage,
Yes.
Councilman Tinella,
Abstain.
Mayor Masseri.
Yes. 7F, to consider resolution concerning submission and execution of NJDOT local aid grant application and agreement.
So moved.
Second, Mayor.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, briefly, this is one of two NJDOT grants I alluded to earlier. This one is for Carlson Parkway and Smith Place. Obviously, Anderson was just redone. Carlson's right next to Anderson, so hopefully that cluster will be done through the next set of NJDOT grants. I reviewed the application today with our engineer, and this will be submitted after the council's consideration.
Thank you. Roll call?
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Councilwoman Scabbage,
Yes.
Councilman Tinella.
Yes.
Mayor Masseri.
Yes. Item 7G, to consider resolution concerning submission and execution of NJDOT local aid grant application and agreement.
Make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Thank you. Sir.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion?
Yes, briefly, Mayor, this is a slightly different type of grant. The parameters are a little different, so we're still trying to identify the streets. That's why the resolution doesn't codify any. But as soon as we identify which streets fit the criteria, supplement to the prior one, we'll advise the governing body.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Councilwoman Scabbage,
Yes.
Councilman Tinella.
Yes.
Mayor Masseri.
Yes. Item 8, approval of bills.
Thank you. Be it resolved by the Township of Cedar Grove, County of Essex, New Jersey, that the summary of bills having been duly audited and found to be correct are hereby ordered paid in the aggregated amount of $721,754.76.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve, Mayor.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Scabbage?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery.
Yes. Item 9, the meeting is now open to the residents of the township wishing to be heard on any item on or off the agenda concerning township business.
Good evening,
evening,
Kate
sir.
Hartwig, Essex County Liaison. How's everybody tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good. I just want to talk about some of the upcoming events in our park system. We have our summer music concert series kicking off in June. The first concert is actually on June 20th in Nutley, but I did want to call everybody's attention to the Cedar Grove concert, which is happening on Tuesday, July 25th in Cedar Grove Park. I left copies of the concert postcard hot off the presses downstairs in Town Hall. They are being mailed out to residents today, actually, so they should be in everybody's mailbox by next week. The full schedule is also available on the Essex County Parks website, essexcountyparks.org. I also left the latest issue of the Spirit of Essex magazine, summer issue. It does talk about the new gazebo in Brookdale Park where several of the concerts will be happening. It also announces some other programs happening at Turtleback Zoo. There is a Night Moves program for the month of June that happens in the evening hours. And we'll have family nights return in July and August, which will have extended hours in Wednesdays and Thursday evenings till 8 p.m. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Harvey.
Stephen Young, 18 Young Avenue. Two things. First, I'd like to thank Councilman Tinella for your years of service and dedication to the residents of Cedar Grove. The next statement I'm going to also make to the Board of Education. I filled out a lot of documentation up at the high school and worked with the high school counselors to get 4 special ed students working down at the community garden. I work with them personally every Monday and Wednesday from 9:30 to 11:30. And these are great, dedicated students working very hard. And if you could see the job they did today, cleaning on their hands and knees, pulling weeds by hand. Not one complaint. I just want to thank the Board of Ed and the high school for that opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. No one else? All right. We'll close that portion of the meeting. Item 10, adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Councilwoman Scabbage?
Yes.
Councilman Tinella?
Yes.
Mayor Misery.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming.